Once upon a time, there was an evil bad wolf in charge of Xinjiang's Uyghur Muslims. And that bad wolf did what all children know bad wolves do. They said, "I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down, Goldilocks. We don't care about your happiness or your culture." Enter our story, the clever scorpions. Well, now this is the scorpion who promised to give the frog a ride across the stream. Except in the middle of the stream, the scorpion stung and killed the frog anyway. You know, that's like certain journalists who report on Xinjiang in China. You know, they only care about their bias and headlines telling big, fat political lies. And you wonder why China doesn't invite them to come. Then we have President Trump and his merry band of rabid anti-China supporters. China sent the plague to America. China's consulates have college students in a secret spy ring. You know, the Republican election strategy plan explicitly recommends bashing China as their winning strategy. Widespread human rights abuses in Xinjiang. The mainstream media tells us there's a new report from an expert researcher, a guy named, never mind, his name doesn't really matter because he's never even been to Xinjiang. In his latest report, they typed a typo comparing a 2.1% to 8.7% use of IUDs by Uyghur women, but it was printed as 80%, and it still hasn't been corrected. Now that report is on this ominous sharp decrease in birth rates in Hotan County. However, Uyghur birth rates were already 2.5 times higher than Han Chinese birth rates. And two, Han Chinese families living there also had a sharp decrease in birth rates over the same time. Oops. Why did you leave that part out of the report? Because it shines a light on your lies. The GDP of Xinjiang has blossomed. 33 million passengers went through 21 airports in Xinjiang in 2018. The Uyghur population has doubled and is more prosperous than ever. The lower birth rates are exactly in line with what happens in modern societies all over the world. We also see this in education with enrollments in colleges and institutions. They're up 50% these past several years. Does any of this sound like cultural genocide? Are you wondering about Muslim religious freedom there? It is everywhere in daily life, with somewhere over 20,000 mosques. And yes, Uyghur children of poor families and convicted criminals are required to go to school, and children in Europe and America are required to go to school too. This is normal. So you see, this is how you are being treated like a child. Santa Claus told a little boy the sky is blue, and the researcher in the scorpions said, "Wait, Santa Claus isn't real, therefore the sky isn't blue." That's what they're doing to you, folks. They present a half-truth, a half-lie. Santa isn't real, but the sky is blue. So stop trying to tell me otherwise. This is the politics we hate. Next, there's a video floating around of 300 blindfolded prisoners from Kasha prison transferred at a train station. So what? Yes, they are convicted prisoners in restraints, but there's absolutely nothing about that video to indicate anything else. Yet, the accusations fly. Finally, prisoners all over the world labor at low wages. Claims of regular citizens in forced labor have been quickly investigated and refuted. Tian Yun, vice director of the Beijing Economic Operations Association, told Global Times he inspected many Xinjiang factories. Over 70 companies were checked. Foxconn, Yidong Electronics, Apple, Volkswagen. It's just another smear campaign. Now there's one more character in our story, Omer Kanat. He's the chairman of the World Uyghur Congress. And at their recent conference, he was asked by a journalist where the number 1 million innocent Uyghurs in concentration camps came from.
This number was given to, by some or even some Western media estimates.
His answer? Well, it was given to us by Western media. We don't know exactly. Astounding. Reason and Truth is not a propaganda disinformation campaign. It's just me telling the world You're lying. You're wrong. So even if Santa Claus said it, the sky is still blue. And life for the Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang, it's better than ever. By the way, Mike Pompeo could easily come and find out because he's been invited to visit anytime.